Hey guys, it's FuzionTimmy here, and welcome back to Shindo Life. And as you can see, I am in my mode right now, mainly because I have an animated cloak glitch and I hate it, but also because this is going to be a video on how to get any mode in Shindo Life. It's actually very simple, and I'm going to give you a very easy tutorial on how you can get your first mode, or any mode, even if you're a pro. Before we go any further, I'd like to talk about our new sponsor, Ace Defender. Ace Defender is a SRPG game featuring not only monster battles, but also elements of the tower defense game, components of the idle genre, high quality graphics of the fantasy world, and more. Currently, there is 48 heroes and 5 different factions. Those factions being Divine, Demon, Shadow, Nature, and Light. Ace Defender has many different heroes, along with several different modes. Some of those modes being single player story mode, PvE and PvP modes, and Sky City. Sky City is the main hub that you will be in throughout most of the game. You'll be able to craft weapons and armor while also being able to recruit new heroes, build your hero collection, and be able to take part in a guild. This game has 40 chapters totaling 1,849 levels at launch. I think you guys should truly play this game because it just has the best of both worlds. You get a true RPG experience while also getting the tower defense experience. Both of those being my absolute favorite game modes. You have been tasked with taking down the evil army, which is after something known as a creation crystal. Something the Silver Dragon Princess has awakened and summoned heroes to fight the evil army alongside you, the Human Alliance. Ace Defender is the most original and entertaining tower defense game of 2021. So what are you waiting for? Start now. Click the link in the description below. Once again, thank you Ace Defender. Now let's get back to the video. So how do you get your first mode? Well, there's actually a lot of things that go into it. However, I'm going to simplify it. So the first thing you really want is private servers. I cannot stress it enough. Private servers are the way to go when you're searching for modes. When I'm talking about modes, I'm specifically talking about sub-ability modes that you can find right here. So you got Gen 1 Tailed Spirits, Gen 2 Tailed Spirits, which are for some reason taking forever to load up. You have Gen 3, which hasn't even came out yet, apparently. I mean, I don't know what Gen 3 is going to be, but it's going to come. Mode Awakenings, such as the 8 Gates, the 7 Heavenly Spirits, or whatever they want to call it. You got the Vapor Inner Spirits. You get the Bat Curse Spirit, all of these different things, right? I'm not going to name off every single one. The Ember Fate Spirit, all of these are modes that you can get across Shindo Life. Now, the key to doing this is you want to find the spawn time, you want to find the location, and you also want to find where it's actually going to be, like what village, which is pretty simple. Now, why do I say private servers? Because public servers are known for just being the worst to try and get something. If you're trying to get something in a public server, it's gonna go a little bit like you're gonna go over there, you're gonna try clicking the scroll, right? Like you just killed the beast, or you see the scroll on the ground, you grab it. Guess what? You just got freaking destroyed by like 30 trolls that are putting you in genjutsu, so you can't even try touching the scroll. And not just that, but they also have it themselves, and they steal it from you. So let me just tell you this, doing it in a public server, not worth the trouble. Much better to do it in a private server. Now, I'm going to use as an example for this video as a Tailed Spirit. Why? Because Tailed Spirits are just pretty much the most sought after thing. I mean, at this point, almost everyone has one in the game, but if you don't have one, you should probably get one. I've made multiple videos on how to get a Tailed Spirit, but basically, essentially what you want to do is you go here. This kind of goes for any mode almost. And you would look for the Tailed Spirit. For instance, I'm doing a Gen 2 Corn-Tailed Spirit. That's the one I've been using for the longest time. Level 2000. But let's go for one that I haven't got already. So if you was to go up, you're going to see that there's tons of other Tailed Spirits I don't have in Gen 1. The Mal-Tailed Spirit, for example, is a 1 out of 25 rarity and a 2:10 a.m/p.m. Eastern Standard Time spawn time. Not only that, but it spawns in the Tempest area. Now to get to Tempest, all I would do is hit travel and look for Tempest. So this is Dunes, this is Storm, that's Training. So for instance, Tempest is right here. If I was to scroll down, I will eventually find Tempest right here. It's one of the very last ones. Now, all you have to do is if you have a private server, if you have the Game Pass, you would hit the button and you could just continuously do that. But if you don't have a button, there is another way. It's called private server codes. Something where you do not have to pay. You just get codes from other people, such as my Discord. I have a whole chat where you can get free codes. There's tons of them, so I highly recommend it. It's in the description. You just type in the code, whatever it is here, and then you hit the teleport button, and it will work even though you don't have the private server Game Pass. That is absolutely the saving grace for anything. If you're getting a weapon, a sub ability, like anything in the game that spawns somewhere, private servers are the way to go. Not only that, but if you can get friends, it just makes it easier. But I would say keep an eye on how many friends you're actually going to bring. I have this cloak. I hate this cloak. The point is, if you bring friends, it's going to make it a little bit easier to kill certain bosses. But the thing is, only so many people can pick up a scroll. This is why I recommend watching a video before you actually try to go get something. Now, I'm going to go ahead and list a couple things that you should probably know. Some basic things that most people know. If you're going to fight a tailed spirit, or get a tailed spirit, you have to fight a tailed spirit boss. So whenever you go up to the scroll, there's going to be a boss that you have to fight before you can click on the scroll, even though the scroll's already on the ground. For Fate Spirits, it's kind of like the same way. Some would say that they're actually harder bosses, but the point is an Ember Fate Spirit or Haze Fate Spirit or any of the Fate Spirits, they're all going to have bosses around them. Good news is you get about 30 minutes to kill them, which used to only be about 10. So you guys have it easy these days. Back when I wanted mode, I had to literally fight for it so hard. Obviously, having friends makes it faster because you're able to do more damage. Just make sure you squad up. If you don't know how to do squad, you just literally do squad. Then you just do invites, whoever the person's username is, and they should just do accept. There you go. That is exactly how you do it. So those are pretty much the easiest way. Private servers, figuring out what you're going to do, what time, where it spawns, the location, all of that stuff, how many people can grab the scroll. If you watch any of my spawn location videos, I always go over all of that, and then you can go straight to get your mode. This applies for pretty much anything here. Some of these don't even have bosses. For example, if you want the Demon Gate Spirit, you do not have to fight for it. You can literally just pick it up off the ground. It's pretty easy. Another thing to take into consideration is all modes are different. They all give you different stats. They all have different abilities. They are all unique in a different way. Even tailed spirits are slightly unique in a way. They all have slightly different moves, slightly different looks. It all just depends on what you like. So watching this video, you probably have a couple modes in mind that you want. But if you don't, I'll go ahead and tell you some of the coolest ones that you should be getting. Number one, if you're a fan of the actual Naruto show, which I'm sure you are, you'll probably want a Gen 1 tailed spirit. These are all based off of the show. Gen 2, however, is based off Shindo Life. Like, this is their own creation. Essentially what happened was, the game used to be called Shinobi Life 2. They made all of these sort of models based off Naruto. They got a copyright strike, so they had to remove these. They replaced it with the Gen 2 tailed spirits, which were just called tailed spirits at the time. They were replacements. So they are the exact same stat-wise and everything, except for they look totally different. It's kind of like their own Naruto models that they made. But eventually, they figured out that they could add in the old tailed spirits. So now you can get either Naruto tailed spirits or the Shindo tailed spirits. It's your choice. Tailed spirits have multiple modes, along with how you can see, I'm actually in 6 paths. It allows you to fly. You get these really crazy moves. It replaces your weapons with these batons. If you see on the right side that you can actually see the stats are pretty freaking high. Not only that, but you can do a Tentashian mode, which I'm not actually going to use, but essentially it makes you super strong. Be careful, it has a 10-minute cooldown after you use it. It's kind of a lengthy cooldown, but it's not nearly as bad as it used to be. It used to get rid of your tailed spirit completely, so not that bad. Ember Fate Spirits are basically really high in stats. I can go ahead and showcase what one looks like right now. They're really high in stats, and you don't even have to level them up. Like, look at this. This is Form 1. The moment you get it, you can have this. Look at those stats on the side. Pretty freaking good. This is what it looks like. They all have different looks, and they all have different abilities. But, yeah, honestly, not bad for just, like, Stage 1 mode. You didn't have to level this up. This is just what it comes to. Then you can level it up, obviously, and it gets stronger. Point is, it takes less work than the tailed spirit right off the bat, and you get more. So maybe this is good for like a first mode. You also have many other modes that you can look into, and I'm not going to go into every single one. You can just go look up videos on those. But Ember Fate Spirits and the tailed spirits are like, I think the best modes in the game, honestly. I think they're just some of the most well balanced. I think like pretty much everyone uses them. So definitely take those into consideration. And the last way that I'm really going to point out is if you really want it and you just can't seem to find it yourself and you've given up all hope, well, I got good news for you. There's other ways. Another way would be going to live streams where people give them out. I've done that in the past. I've given them out, and I've helped many people get their first tailed spirit. It's just a fact. But another way would be going to my Discord. There's a chat where you can ask for help or you can offer help. Some people offer help there. Some people ask for it. There's multiple different chats. It's honestly a great place to be if you're a Shindo Life fan. Tons of stuff you can do there. I think I have probably the most balanced Discord community. I don't know about the best, but I think I have the most balanced Discord Shindo community. that you can have. So definitely go check that out, because it's in the description. And that's going to be about it for this video, guys. I hope this helped you out. I hope you got your mode. And if you have any questions, let me know. Maybe you guys can help each other out in the comments. Ask if anyone wants to help you out, and maybe they'll help you out. I see it happening all the time. Make some friends. And that's going to be about it for this video. And ignore this cloak, I swear. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you guys in the next one. FuzionTimmy, signing out.